Welcome back. Accidents that cause an injury are pretty common, especially when you have kids.
Sure, but lately McLean Children's Hospital is seeing a real jump in kids coming to the emergency room with very serious injuries. Injuries that Chief Medical Officer Dr. Lucia says are avoidable. He's joining us now with more on how to prevent these unnecessary injuries before summer really gets into full swing. Welcome in, Doctor. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
I'll start with this question. What kind of cases have been coming into the hospital here we're seeing a rise?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of rise in spring cases in kids. Unfortunately, we've seen a lot of playground incidents and falls, broken arms, legs, that sort of thing. But in particular, recently in the last month, we've seen auto versus pedestrian type accidents where kids that are either walking, running, playing, or on a bicycle getting hit by a vehicle. And then we've also seen some really tragic lawnmower injuries.
Yeah, and we've heard about a couple of those injuries as well. Is that sort of the norm when it starts to heat up outside, those kind of injuries, or are there others as well?
Yeah, those are some of them. You also have to watch out for drownings. It's a big time where as the weather heats up, the pools are uncovered and more in use. We worry about snake bites as well. We worry about weather-related injuries, and then you have your typical falls and sports-related injuries as well.
All right, something a parent never wants to have to deal with, of course, is rushing their kid to the hospital. But how can parents prepare for some possible injuries at home? Maybe that's half the battle.
Really is. I mean, child-proofing your home according to your kid's age is always important. When you talk about stairs and locking up chemicals and safeguarding electrical outlets, those are all things we know and should be doing every day. But also having a first aid kit, having an emergency family plan, your kids knowing how to dial 911, those are all really important things in your family planning.
Sure.
And what about any other safety tips for those avoidable injuries?
Yeah, there's really 5 big ones when we talk about the spring and summer months for kids in particular. So if you're on wheels, you're wearing a helmet. We don't get to do brain transplants and you only get one of them. So for my kids, if they're on a bike, skateboard, they're wearing a helmet. Number 2, clean up your backyards, any areas that rodents and then subsequently snakes could hide under. Make sure your kids know to not reach into areas that they can't see. Your pools should be safeguarded with fences, alarms, and if your kids are in pools or at a pool party, there needs to be an adult watching them at all times. Lawnmowers, if you have the lawnmower out and you're using it, your kids should not be allowed in around the lawnmower or in the yard even when you're using it. ATVs are extremely dangerous for kids and are not kids' toys. And finally, never, ever, ever leave your kid in the vehicle. And that's for a variety of reasons, not only the danger of a vehicle, but certainly the hot sun.
Yeah, it seems every year we have those stories, and they're so sad, so preventable. Thank you, Dr. Lucia. Great advice. We'll remember those 5 tips. Really good heading into the summer months. We want to avoid injury out there. Thank you so much, Doctor.